Hi.
We have not met before.
I know, which is weird.
I don't know how that's possible.
I guess it's not that weird. It's just, I'm such a big fan of yours, so I feel entitled to have met you.
You should have met me. You should have phoned me up, and I demand to meet Ellen.
I should have.
Because I'm so in awe of all that you do. You started out as a writer on The Office, right?
I started as a writer, and then in the first season, my boss, Greg, needed Steve Carell's character, Michael, to be slapped by someone. He needed to offend someone, and he was like, Mindy, I think you should slap him. So it was like the 4th time I'd met him, and I had to slap Steve Carell across the face.
Uh-huh. How was that?
It was hard because he wasn't offending me, he was just making me laugh.
Uh-huh.
So I kept, like, breaking, as like when you can't, like, stay serious in a scene. So if you look at it, he's like offending me, and I had to like look up there. I can't like make eye contact with him.
Right,
so
right. So you go from that to being on the show, and then now you're also a co-producer of the show?
Yeah, now I'm producing and ordering people around, and I'm directing. Actually, I directed that clip that we just saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
Well, directing is great because you can just make yourself like the star of everything. Like, if you saw those webisodes, like, it just looks like The Office is a show about, like, an Indian girl and, like, her making her way in the big city. Like, you'd be really confused as to what the show is about, which is fine with me.
That's hilarious. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Cambridge, Massachusetts.
And how long ago did you come out here?
I moved out here in 2004.
To write?
To write, yeah.
And were your parents supportive of this career choice?
They were. My parents... I know a lot of my Asian friends, their parents, like, really want them to be doctors or go to, like, computers and stuff, but my parents are, like, a different kind of snob. They just really wanted to be able to brag to their friends about whatever I did.
No matter what it was?
No matter what it was, like, I could be, like, on the cover of, like, Cigar Aficionado. They just want me to be, like, the best cigar aficionado ever.
Yeah.
So they can, like, hold up a magazine. That's, like, their big thing. Or if I, like, was in prison, they want me to be, like, the best criminal ever.
Wow.
So they're kind of interesting that way.
Good for them. Well, let me show I saw a picture of you as a kid. This is you at what age?
I think I'm 11. You say, oh, like it's cute, but that's only because you weren't me, like, at that age. I just, like, again, like, you can't tell what gender I am, right? No.
You can't.
I could have been like, this is my brother, and you would have been...
You could have said, this is my brother, and then afterwards said, this is actually you.
Were you a cute kid?
Yeah. No.
No?
No. No, I was not. I was an okay kid. I was a very ugly baby, and then
I don't believe that.
No, I was hideous. I was really fat, and I had no hair until I was about 2.5 or 3, and then I kind of was cute for a short period of time, and then I went downhill.
No, you're so pretty.
Yeah.
I was noticing that backstage. Is that inappropriate to say?
No, thank you. Tell me more about me.
Her eyes are like, I know this isn't weird, but your eyes are like, you get this compliment all the time. They're like insane. They're very
Thank you very
beautiful.
much.
Okay.
What else?
It's true. It's like a lemur.
Yeah.
You look like a lemur.
Well, how are you, Mindy?
I'm so excited to be here.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to have you here. So let's talk about the Office. Maybe the last. Well, it's Steve Carell's last season, and then who's going to be the boss? Who's going to be the take over the position?
What are you doing? Would you be?
Would you like me to be the new Steve Carell person on the show?
Well,
that's good.
It seems like you have a pretty great job already.
I like this job, but you know, I'm always a fan of another job. So
it seems like you've done, you take, I guess, other gigs. But I mean, it would be weird though, because Michael on the show that Steve Carell plays is really obnoxious, but you're not. So your character would have to be like, everyone would have to be kind of obnoxious, and you'd be like the normal person.
Right. I would love to do that. Would you all change the characters, and then I could be the normal person and just go in just a few days a week?
You'd have to work 1 day a week. The problem is, I think you'd want to kill everyone, because everyone is in our cast now is like, we're such kind of, lovable but annoying characters. And
but that's what's so hilarious about it. I actually heard a rumor that Portia was being considered. I don't know if that's a true rumor.
Really?
I heard that Portia was being considered for it. I think I'm going to put her name up there. She's free. She's able.
That's wonderful. She should come by set. That'd be great.
Now, but I also heard that you're a huge fan of the celebrity magazines, which I'm kind of surprised. You really, you read all the celebrity magazines and you have a goal or something?
Well, I just, if you want to know anything about Kim Kardashian's love life, you should ask me. I would.
You really know all that stuff?
Well, I do. I mean, part of the thing is I'm obsessed with the one section in it where it's like stars are just like us. I don't know. Do you know that part?
Yes.
And all my dream in life is to be at the nail salon, and I overhear two girls, and they're like, oh, Mindy Kaling checks her mail. She's just like us. She's regular like us. And then I turn around, I'm like, I do. I'm normal, you guys.
Right.
But people, if I were ever in it, they'd be like, yeah, we never thought Mindy wasn't like us.
Yeah.
We didn't think she would needed to be knocked off some pedestal or something.
And then what is it that you're worried about that someone is giving the wrong information about your height? Is that?
Yeah, I'm actually upset about this, Ellen, which is there's a website online called IMDb that lists facts about different people. And on it, it says that I am 5'2.5".
You went on and checked about yourself?
Yeah, of course. I narcissistically checked myself online.
Okay.
No, I mean, not everyone does that, but I do. But anyway, and it says that I'm 5'2.5", and I'm 5'4". But because I wrote to them and said, no, I'm actually 5'4", but because it's such a specific height, 5'2.5",
right,
they think I'm lying, because who would make up such a ridiculous specific shortness?
Right.
I'm 5'4", the national average for a woman.
Is that right?
That's basically why I came on the show today. To
okay, good. I'm so happy we're the format that you chose.
Yes.
So 5'4" is the average height of a woman, is that right?
I think so.
No, you're just guessing at that.
God, dude, I did reveal that, and just by saying I think so.
Okay, all right.
If I know it.
All right. Well, we'll look into that, but we want to establish that you're 5'4". So, Andy Zehner, we're going to measure you. But you have to take your shoes off. I see that you're wearing heels.
I feel I've been set up.
No, you said you want to make sure that people know you're...
A man with a huge ruler just came out of nowhere.
We always have him standing by with a ruler.
This is like To Catch a Predator, but for height.
Wait a minute.
I'm so angry.
You have to take your shoes off to be the right... I'm just helping you clear this up.
This is terrible. No.
It's 5'4". Look at that. Yes. See that? You're at 5'4".
Now hold on.
Technically it's 5'3.5", but...
I'm so mad.
Right, Andy? 5'3.5" maybe? I think your hair there's a little bit of hairspray that's making it 5'4". All right, let's call it 5'4". We'll call it 5'4".
Thank you. Now, do you have a hotness thermometer that rates how hot I am?
Yes, yeah. Like on the E-line or the red carpet or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, the heat factor thing. Yeah. All right, yeah, that always feels good. Are you single?
I am single.
Are you dating?
I am dating. But one of the challenges I've noticed is that I am not very much like my character, who is very wild. And I think that when I go on dates, there's this expectation that I'm going to have 11 martinis and pass out and spend the night really soon. And I think people get a little disappointed because my true self is I could never do that, have a one-night stand, because I have my medications I have to take at night. I'm I had to be at my house and do my flossing and I don't know, I have all that stuff. Maybe you didn't want to know that, but
No, I do, and I want to know about the medications too. I want to know, what are you taking at night?
Nothing narcotic yet. Right. No, but I just the things that interest me is I'm now the version, I'm kind of a version of my mom, where I really like my little pills and their little pill box. I once had to go on a trip and I had to bring all my medications and I put them in, they're for the elderly. And when I came back from the trip, I was oh, I kind of like this. She was so I have my little Monday through Sunday. So these are the kind of sexy stories that guys really like to hear.
Right.
When we date.
Because you'd have to take all that with you to the...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And do you have a certain kind of pillow that you have to sleep? Do you have to hold a pillow? Is there a whole sleeping thing? Or is
Body pillow. And then I have the pillow that when I'm reading, it's very firm, so I can do that. But then I throw it out for my medium soft pillow.
I see.
Like Goldilocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything has to be just right.
Everything has to be just right. Well, then that'd be hard to sleep at somebody's house. I heard about your pillbox situation. I want you to be able to date, and I want you to be able to go places. So I got you a very, very fancy...
Oh, my gosh.
They'll think it's a purse, and then it's your...
Oh, my gosh. This is amazing.
nice, right? It goes with what you're wearing, or anything, really.
Hey. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Is that sexy?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Ella,
Wow.
this is amazing.
Isn't
Thank
it
you
great?
so much.
It actually
Thank
really
you.
works, too.
I love it.
You can use that. All right. And
is-
you can model it if
Oh,
you
and
want.
there's pills in here.
Of course, yeah.
There's pills in here.
Yeah, there are pills in there as well. Ellen pills. We sell them in the shop. I know that you're single and you're actively looking, which that should have cinched the deal right there, but that really helps.
I know that you're single and you're actively looking. What a damning phrase.
Yeah.
I sound like such a loser.
No?
I know that you're single and you're actively looking. That's what all of us know. We all talk about it. Portia and I think it's really precious.
We just want you to be happy.
Oh, it gets worse.
Yeah.
It gets worse now.
just want
Now
you to
it's
be happy.
Thanksgiving table and you're my extended family. We just want you to be happy.
we just want you to find someone. So what we're going to do...
I found someone, and we know it can happen
It
for
can
you.
happen for you. And you just have to lower your standards is what you have to do.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, we're gonna later in the show, we're gonna play Who'd You Rather, and we're gonna give you a chance to kind of find your dream man, and we're gonna put it out there that that'll happen, okay?
I like this.
All right. We're back with Mindy Kaling, who is very single, and well, I mean, I don't have to say that, we all know. But we're gonna help you find someone in a game we call Who'd You Rather, and we're gonna give you options, and we'll just narrow it down. You're gonna choose between, let's start with these two gentlemen first. All right, Drake and Jake. Who would you pick from? No, it's her date, not yours. They're out there playing it.
Oh man. Okay.
That's a tough one.
I think I have to go with Drake.
Okay, good. Now, Drake and
Drake or B Coops?
yeah.
Okay. Look at those eyes.
I know you can't really go wrong with Bradley Cooper in any kind of way.
I think you can't go wrong with Bradley Cooper in any kind of way.
Yeah. All right.
To
And
quote Ellen
I love Drake, but let's.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
What a reaction.
You're ruthless people.
They are. And it was so visceral.
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. Oh no, just Bradley. Like.
Put Drake back
Yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah. All right, Brad.
But I think Bradley Cooper.
Stay with Bradley.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
I like Michael B. Jordan. He's younger than me.
You like
and
him?
he makes me youthful.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll go with him.
It's like the
All
fountain
right.
of youth.
All right.
Yeah.
Get rid of Bradley. There's
Classic.
He's-
And in the Oceans franchise.
yes. So that would be good.
So he must think about me all the time.
I'm sure.
I gotta say, he has more baggage than Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah. He comes with some kids and stuff.
Which is good baggage.
The kids are good.
Yeah.
But then there's.
The ex is really pretty.
Uh huh.
You know.
Yeah.
Angelina dropping off the kids.
Yeah.
How am I gonna compete with that? She drops her off in sweats. I'm in an Oscar gown. We
Yeah.
can't compete.
All right. So we'll stick.
Michael B. Jordan, yes.
Stick with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Scott Eastwood.
Oh, he's from a dynasty.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know Clint Eastwood?
I
You said
do.
Clint, so I just
Yes.
thought.
Yes, I do know Clint. His office is right next door.
I thought he was like, he's right over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. He's in the audience. He comes every day. Yeah.
I'm gonna say with Michael B. Jordan.
Okay. Jared.
Jared Leto. He seems maybe a little too unconventional for me.
Yes. Okay. I understand that. He's sometimes in pajamas. So. All right.
Are there any men left in the world
She's
who've gone
sticking
through all
with
the-
Michael, you guys.
Yes,
Yes, she's sticking with Michael. Deb.
I mean,
Well, I mean that seems like.
did you see him this year at the Oscars?
I sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Bye, Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Hello, Dev
Okay.
Patel.
All right. And that is
Do
your.
I get Dev Patel?
Come on. Yeah. That's how it's that easy. It's that easy. Had you played this sooner, you would have been with him. But now we have to get in touch with him and make sure he knows it, and then we'll arrange it.
Yeah, well, we're manifesting things today, so
we
maybe
sure
it'll
are.
happen.
Let me know which of these things work out.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good.
How old is your child now?
My child is 6 months old.
6 months old, and
Yes.
a little girl, right?
Little girl.
And what's her name?
Catherine.
Catherine. Is she a good baby?
She is a good baby, but I will say that I was she's a great baby. She's a great baby, but she's a baby, and I have never been a kid person. And when I watched Reasons Why I Don't Have Kids, I was like, oh no, what have I gotten myself into?
So you've never been a kid person, and yet you had a baby.
No, I was the person who, when I saw like a 1-year-old baby, and they'd be like, Mindy, come meet my baby. I'd be like, hello, young man. Shaking hands with an infant. So it's been, but actually the hardest part about it's been pretty easy, mostly because she needs me for sustenance, so she behaves well. But the hardest part was when I was really pregnant, when I came to see you last, I was just eating whatever I wanted. Because when you're pregnant, you can just say it's like cravings, and you're like, I needed to have 11 cupcakes because of my pregnancy cravings. And everyone's like, no, she's about to have a kid, let her eat whatever she wants. But I haven't altered that much since having the kid.
Oh, really?
So yeah, and it's not normal to be not pregnant and have a birthday cake at Tuesday afternoon when it's not your birthday. But,
well,
so
I think you look great, but I think
Thank
that
you.
would be hard to all of a sudden stop eating a certain way for, for 8 months or however long you were doing it, you know?
Thank you, especially when you were eating terribly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden start eating, broccoli or something.
Yeah. That's my life now.
So you hung out with Oprah, and how was that? She's fabulous,
Well,
isn't she?
I'm not her best friend, like
Yeah.
you guys are. You guys are very, very
Reese and
tight.
I are best friends with her, yes.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
not the tight trio of you guys, but it's great. And she actually had a screening for her movie A Wrinkle in Time and invited the cast up to her home, which is, I think, the nicest home in America. And I know you've been there.
Yes.
And I was scared because I had to bring my baby with me because she was so little at the time. And she'd been really fussy. And she'd been fussy the whole way. And I'm like, oh my God, am I going to be the person that brings a screaming baby into Oprah's like cathedral of beauty and art? And the minute we went in, I was like, Catherine, please, you have no idea how high the stakes are right now. And we walked into the door, and her eyes went wide. And she stopped crying, like she knew she was in Oprah's house. And then she was just like coyly like smiling and being adorable for like the next 4 hours.
Wow, she is smart.
Yeah, she's a smart kid.
Super smart. But if anybody's going to be okay with kids, it's going to be Oprah, because she's, she loves children.
She's like, she has like a literal school for girls.
Yes, she does.
In South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and you were gonna, it's June, of course. You're gonna be 39 later this month.
Yes.
And is that, what does that
I
mean?
hate
to
it.
you?
I hate it.
Why?
One, because I'm like a narcissistic actress, but two, because I think that there's something about a 9 that is so hard to handle. Like, I'd rather be 40 for 2 years straight than 39. Because I feel like when people ask your age and you say 39, you feel like you're clinging to your 30s in this really lame way.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm 39. They're like, just say you're 40. So that's my thing with 39.
It's an actual age, though. You know that, right? Like, it's the year between 38 and 40, so you can actually, it's real to say that. You shouldn't feel like you're clinging on to the 30s.
That's a good point.
But if you want to jump ahead and say I'm 40, you can.
I'd be the first actress in history
to jump
do that.
ahead.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Now you'll leave the child at home. You have a child.
I have a daughter. Yes.
She was 3 months old when you were here.
She's 3 months old.
What does that mean? What is she now? Has she aged?
Yes, she has.
I don't know much about children.
She's a year and a half now.
Oh wow, she's really aged.
She's really aged. It's great. When she was 3 months old, it was easy because she was just a little.
Look, you're dressing like
little
her.
blob. Yes, yeah. I don't do that every day. But now she's a year and a half, and I didn't know how much bribery there was in being a parent. Like, every time I see her, it's like Tony Soprano. And I go up to her and I'm like, hey, you have to give me the remote control. And she's like, give me your car keys.
She's smart.
She's like in the mob, yeah. She's smart.
That's amazing.
And she can barely talk, so that's my life right now.
Well, those were full sentences you just said, so maybe you're making this up for a talk show story. I don't know. So you went to the Met Gala, which is now, had you been to that before?
Yeah, I've been a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
And you were blonde this year.
Yes,
And-
that's actually my natural hair.
I see.
Yes. And this is my fake hair. Yeah, it was incredibly glamorous. Have you been to it?
I've never been.
Now, I would assume you get invited, that's not your...
I don't think I've been invited.
Interesting.
I don't think so.
Would you go if you were invited?
No.
Okay.
Because now I'm mad at them.
Now you're mad at them.
I've been invited to the Met Ball? Oh, I've been invited.
You have.
Apparently, I've been invited. It just never came to me.
And that just never came to you.
Somehow they knew it. And she's working. She can't go.
Greg knew about it, said you've been invited a number of times.
Oh. But I don't have clothes like that. You have to dress like you have to wear outlets and all, like there's electricity involved.
You have to
right?
wear like a cheeseburger costume.
Yeah, or something really big with a long train that goes, what was it? What are you wearing? That was this year. What was the theme? It was like.
It was camp.
Yeah, camp.
Yeah, I liked it, but when I go to that, it's so glamorous and the charity is so wonderful, and I think I have like a nice career and I'm like doing well. But the minute I go to the Met, I'm the least famous person there. And when I arrive, like everyone there is like a European billionaire who don't watch American sitcoms or anything.
Right.
And they just sit you next to a random person, so I'm sitting next to them and I have to like explain my deal to them.
Yeah.
And so they're like, they don't get it. And they're like, oh, like, so you are Harry Styles' publicist? And I'm like...
What was that accent you just did?
That was
Where were they from?
That was my really good Belgian accent.
Oh, that was Belgian.
That was Belgian.
All right.
And I just keep trying to explain it to them.
Yeah.
And I just tell them I'm Priyanka
It's going to all
Chopra's aunt.
change now because of this movie, and you just made another deal, and you're going to do lots of films, and they'll know who you are.